gonna talk about some skin today, okay? We gonna talk about some skin today, okay? It's your girl, Janika Nicole. I am coming to you, giving you some information on a topic that I think everyone has been affected by at some point in time in their lives. And I know it's gonna be a good day because I got my green tea and my honey, and I got that mixed just right. So I know it's gonna be a good day, and I got this really cute cup. You're an inspiring woman. One of my special TJ Maxx finds. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's jump into it. Okay, ladies and lads, if you are someone like me that has oily skin, well, oily combination skin, acne prone, that's very sensitive. And when I say sensitive, I mean in the fact of it feels like nothing you use works, but the minute you lay your hand on your arm for an extended period of time or hold your phone to your face, you break out. And someone who is just a sweater, like someone who, you know, you feel like all of your sweat glands are on your face, you have made it to the right spot. I have been struggling with acne for quite some time, since the age of about 11. And I don't want this video to be too long because I know, you know, when you're in it, you want to kind of know, okay, what are you using? What's helping? So I'll give you a brief synopsis of like my, you know, the things that I've done and I think the things that have caused it, and then I'll give you kind of my routine right now. And then as time goes on and I do more videos, we can break things down a little more. So to give you kind of a background, like I said, acne kind of came around for me around age 11 or 12. And in that, you know, you're going through puberty. I also ran track. So I was outside in the sun with no sunscreen, just running, and obviously at that age you're not really washing your face and things of that sort, so you're just creating an atmosphere for acne to breed. So as time went on, you start using all these over-the-counter products because, you know, in middle school it's not that bad, but when you get to high school you start noticing that everyone who had acne is kind of growing out of it, and or it's like becoming more mild, but mine wasn't. So then you start overdoing it with the Noxzema, Seabreeze, you know, astringent, which is harsh on your skin. Any type of Clearasil, Clean and Clear, anything that was over the counter, I've used a million times, you know, like I really have. And then so that got frustrating from, you know, can't figure it out in the drugstore. Then I did Proactive, which seemed to work for a little minute, and most likely because it gave me a system and my skin was actually probably getting more clean. But then after a while, I think my skin just kind of got used to the ingredients, and it was like it never happened. Then I tried Murad for a little bit, and I didn't see much results from that. So I kind of got fed up, self-esteem's down. I'm, you know, going to my mom, I'm explaining to her, and she's saying she's understanding me, but then I'm looking at her and she has this perfect skin, and she's saying, oh, you'll grow out of it, you're just breaking out. And I'm looking at her like, you don't have one mark on your skin. Like, when did you ever have acne? Are you kidding me right now? So I finally basically harassed her enough to where we finally started taking me to the dermatologist. And I will say this, I think also at that age, there's a lot of times I didn't stay as consistent as I could, but also I felt like I just wasn't getting the attention and or the true understanding of what was going on, because it just seems like when some dermatologists you go, you pay, and they want you out in 10 minutes. No one's asking me what I've done or what I'm doing, and then they start prescribing all this medication, not realizing that I'm a track runner, not asking. And so a lot of things I feel like also gave me different reactions because I was in the sun so much. So I think it's just been a learning journey, because we were putting all these harsh chemicals, which also on top of my acne started causing hyperpigmentation. So kind of give you guys a brief synopsis of some of the things I've been on. I've done every cycline, so minocycline, doxycycline, tricycline, I don't know, any cycline I've been on. I've done the spironolactone, which is, I guess, a cardiovascular, some type of medicine that's for something else, but supposed to help your skin. That didn't help. I've done different topicals, where there be different gel, epidural. Let's see, what else have I done? Obagi, I've also done like Glytone, which is a glycolic wash. Any type of Sulphur wash, we've tried that. And I will say I did have a short stint with Retin, but the moment that my skin started to react to it, I just was like, no, I can't do this. But we're gonna touch back on Retin because Retin is our friend, but we're gonna come back to that. That takes patience, but trust me on this one. So let me say this: I am not a doctor. I'm not an esthetician. I can only tell you what I've experienced, guys, and what I've been through. So again, if you have combination, like more oily skin, especially on that T-zone, well, everywhere, it just feels like, it just seems like the spots that are dry are kind of maybe under your eyes sometimes. I don't know. And maybe this area, really depending on what is going on, but I'm a sweater. And so if you're, you know, combination, sweaty, acne prone, sensitive, these are some things that I've learned to do to help myself out. And I'm hoping that they help you guys out too. So after the, you know, multiple years of dermatology and finding little results here and there, nothing quite working, I did the Accutane twice. I will say this, it worked as long as I was on it. So Accutane is a very strong medicine that for most people, I think the success rate is about 80%, so very high. And for most people, the acne doesn't return. And what Accutane does is a vitamin A derivative, and whatever that function is, it makes sure the sebum in your skin or makes your skin dry out. And so basically, you're not producing the same amount of sebum, which causes some of the inflammation, some of the acne. So your skin just becomes really dry. Well, again, if you're still a naturally oily, sweaty person, the moment that you're not taking that, you know, very harsh medicine that does have some side effects, thankfully, I will be honest, I never had any of the side effects. But you're taking this harsh medicine that can cause liver issues or deformities in your children. I mean, there's a lot of side effects, but again, you get to a place where you're like, I don't care if I got to cut off one of my arms. Give me that medicine. And it worked like a charm, guys. But the moment maybe after 2-3 months of getting off of it, it was back to action. So basically, I had to realize that it was an internal problem, that it wasn't just, okay, your skin is not clean. It's not just, okay, we need to stop the secretion. No, it was something more internal. So back to where I was mentioning, I've always been pretty active. So I thought being active always meant healthy. And as I gotten a little older, I had to realize that, you know what? I'm not eating as well as I could be. And things that you eat cause inflammation within the body. And inflammation is the root of a lot of illnesses and sicknesses, including acne. So when I got really fed up and tired, which was about last year, because I'll be honest with you, I had gotten onto a good routine, and I was using some topical facial scrubs. Not scrubs, because scrubs can be very hard, but I'll give you kind of a little bit of a demo. I started using Dermatology, and this is a daily, I'm so sorry guys if this is not focusing, the daily micro exfoliant. Forgive me, I don't know why that's not focusing well. There you go. I'll put this down in the box. And I will be honest with you, washing my face and doing that, you know, a couple of times a week was helping for a little while. But then sometime in 2016, guys, I'm gonna put pictures in here. It got crazy. And I think it was a combination of stress, a combination of me trying to follow different trends on YouTube, doing things I had no business doing, trying things I had no business trying. And I just kind of went into this breakout again. And so I'll give you, in another video, I'll tell you some things that don't do that you're acne prone, because I can tell you I've done them. But I finally basically found a good dermatologist and a good GYN, and that combination really helped me. So I know the GYN for the men may not be, you know, something that obviously you go to, but again, a good dermatologist and a good male doctor, you know, may be able to help you, especially if it's hormonal. I don't know if men have hormonal problems like women do, but for me, it seemed like it was a combination of me not eating right, not getting enough, obviously enough greens, and just eating a lot of high sugar, high processed foods, which causes inflammation in the body, and that itself will cause acne. So if you are a soda drinker, if you are a heavy coffee drinker with a lot of cream and sugar, those type of things, a lot of processed, you know, like anything that's a candy bar, if you're eating a lot of candy, just because it's processed and it's a high sugar, those things can cause inflammation. So here are some suggestions and some things that I'm using right now that have helped. So of course, drink your water, drink your water. I know it's cliche, but it's very, very important. You have to realize that the toxins have to be released. Work out 2 to 3 times a week, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a CrossFit person. Get out, just get a little exercise, get your body moving, get the blood flowing, sweat a little bit, because you're going to sweat regardless if you're like me. But again, you have to get those toxins out. Sometimes if I'm like just having a rough week, or I just can't fit a good workout in, go sit in the sauna. LA Fitness, you know, they have a sauna, or any YMCA, and just get a little sweat out, 10 minutes at the most. Sometimes you don't, you just have to sometimes get some of the toxins out. And then what I would always suggest is obviously good skincare. Consistency is key. Consistency is going to be key. And there are going to be some products that I'm going to mention that are going to seem like it's going to get a little worse before it gets better. But this is when I tell you, if you're truly fed up, it's time for you to buckle down and treat your skin like you treat that man who won't do you right. You stick around, you're consistent with him, you better treat your skin like you treat him, okay? I know I done been there. So don't come at me. Don't look at me sideways. Don't look at me sideways. I know we done all been there, okay? So here we go. Like I said, I got a good dermatologist and a good GYN. The dermatologist helped me from the, just the pure acne side, the skin, some topical stuff. We weren't doing any medication because she just felt like I had done it all. What's the point? We know it doesn't work, obviously. And then my GYN, we did some hormone testing, some vitamin testing, and some things that she actually gave to me that was more natural supplement really helped. So what I'll do is I'll go to the dermatology stuff first and then the GYN supplement that I think, guys, I'm going to change your life today if you just pay attention. So let me do this. What I'm going to suggest first before you even start doing anything or thinking about skincare, you need to wash your hands before you touch your skin. Dial antibacterial soap, wash your hands, okay? Do not touch your skin before you wash your hands, okay? And then what I also do is dry my hands, not on my towel that's hung behind my door or whatever I use for my body. I got like one of these little stands that sits on my sink that holds paper towels, and I dry my hands with a paper towel, and then I use an entirely different paper towel for my face. Do not ever dry your face with your body towel, because you're going to cross-contaminate. Obviously, if you're sensitive skin too, you remember that a lot of the products or ingredients on some of the stuff that you use for your body are not going to work really well for your face. So be very careful about that. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make sure, because I have information that I took notes on that I want to make sure I get to you guys, so I don't want to forget anything. Okay, so as far as routine goes, I'll start off with night routines. I think night routine is kind of where you do the most of your acne medications. So let's start there. So as far as at night, what I do, my dermatologist, this is a Cerave foaming facial wash. And again, excuse me guys for it's being blurry, but you can get this at a Walmart, Walgreens, Target. It's over the counter. It depends on what you consider pricey, but it can run between $13 to $15, but it lasts a very long time. Sometimes Walgreens or CVS have buy one, get one half off, and I know it may be more than you want to spend at the moment, but I think it's worth getting them when they're on that type of special, because you can put one on your sink for the morning and one in your bathroom or your shower. obviously in your bathroom, one in your shower for the evening, so you don't always have to move them. So that's a little trick of the trade that I've done. So I wash my face at night with the Cerave, and then I tone with witch hazel. So I know there's a lot of toners out there, but a lot of toners have alcohol in them. And then I like this witch hazel, which I get out of Whole Foods because it's a more of a natural witch hazel. And again, I'm gonna wait till that focuses so you guys can see it. I'm sorry guys, I don't know why that's not focusing. But yeah, it's the original scent. It's the original. Like, they do have some that have like rosemary or rose water or something of that sort, but I prefer the original. Just because, again, when you have sensitive skin, you can't really risk, you know, putting stuff in there. And then it has aloe vera formula, alcohol free, original. So yeah, and again, these products I'll put down in the description box. And so what I do, I take that, and then I have like these little face pads, and these little face pads have exfoliants on them. Depending on how your skin, your sensitivity of your skin, you can use the soft side, but the little exfoliants sometimes make you feel a little bit, you know, cleaner. But I use that to kind of, you know, get whatever my makeup didn't get. Whatever that my cleanser didn't get, so that we can make sure the face is, you know, washed and toned and still like not completely dried out. So then the next thing I do, these are prescriptions that I received from my dermatologist. So just to give you a heads up that we're going into some more dermatology stuff right now. So the products, the topical products that I use now, and again, I don't take any antibiotics, only natural supplements, which I said I'll discuss with you guys, but I do use topical acne medication. So after I wash my face, I put on this. This is called Acezone. So after I wash and tone my face, Acezone. That is a prescription, 5.0. The active ingredient is Dapsone, which is in the Acezone. And Dapsone was originally used to treat leprosy, which is hella inflammation. Like I told you guys, acne is caused by inflammation. So I figured if it's good for leprosy, we good for my acne. So this is the first layer of acne medication that I put on. Acezone. Again, I'll have this down in the description box. That is a prescription. So I'll give you guys, that's just a heads up. So my holy grails, remember when I told you we'll touch back on Retin? What kind of changed my skin from a topical standpoint was before I, because I'm on Retin now, but when I initially got with this dermatologist, she put me on something called Tazorac. Tazorac is also a retinoid, just like Retin, but she felt like Tazorac would be better for me initially, and I think it was more so because of we were trying to really fight hyperpigmentation at the same time, and she felt like it was, I guess, a little bit stronger and better for the tone of my skin. So again, it's a retinoid, and so for you guys, remember when I discussed Accutane being a derivative of vitamin A that you intake? Retinoids are a derivative of vitamin A that you put topically. And so what these do is they basically exfoliate the skin at a very microscopic level. So it's basically what's causing a lot of the acne outside of the inflammation from internal. The external part that's happening is that the skin is not exfoliating at the normal rate, or at most an accelerated rate that's quick enough to keep the pores from clogging. So you ever had that friend who really don't wash their face or don't take care of their skin and never have a breakout? Well, that's just because their skin exfoliates at a different level than yours. And so what's happening is, because we are sweaters, we're sensitive skin, and we're oily, and we're already acne prone from inflammation internally possibly, it's creating just a breeding ground for acne to happen, okay? So again, Tazorac, the first one I was on was Tazorac 5.05. And then I was on that for about 2 months, and when I went back, I was like, doctor, you know, I done it all. Let's turn this thing up. Let's put this. Let's take it to the max. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready. I was tired. I was fed up, y'all. I done started eating right. I've always been in the gym, but I done started eating right. I'm drinking water. I'm like, you know, I'm committing. I had just taken another job. I'm in people's faces all day. I needed my skin to be clear. Like I was fed up. It took me years to get fed up. I was fed up with the BS, okay? And so what we did is we took to the Tazorac 0.1. Again, guys, I'll put this all in the description box. But like I said, when we started between that Acezone and this, externally, we started fixing the problem. Now, did I have the initial breakout? Yes, because it's going to make your skin sensitive. So that's why it's very important that you follow the orders of your dermatologist. Again, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. I'm only going to pass over information. So I would say to you guys, be prepared. Now, was it like, I see some people's pictures. My skin doesn't get that, you know, flaky. That wasn't my skin. But what I will say is I did have a little bit more sensitivity to the sun. And I will discuss my morning routine with sunscreen, so don't worry. And then what I will also say is it's just something like, this is not overnight, guys. Like, I promise you, it sucks while you in it. And I know all this cliche stuff ain't helping. I know you've heard the drink the water, eat right, blah, 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 blah. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's consistency and patience, because the issue is we'll do those things and we'll do it for like a month. You know, we'll give it in our minds as a fair shake. Some of this stuff, literally, guys, be prepared to give yourself a true 6 months to really see some results. If you can commit, like I said, you commit to that man, commit to yourself and your skin for a full 6 months and see some results. So I really focused on that. Like, I mean, washing my face, and of course, makeup wearers, things of that sort. And I'll touch base. Like, I stopped wearing liquid foundation. And just kind of give you guys a heads up, I really went to Bare Minerals, Pro Pack or whatever, a pressed foundation. So because I'm in meetings all day, obviously I don't want to go out looking like a zombie. So I just kind of started, I just really concentrated on, okay, let me just find anything I can. And of course, when you have all this inflammation, all this, you know, acne prone skin, and then you're packing on this liquid foundation, sometimes I don't have the best ingredients, that causes issues too. So again, guys, I'll touch base on that in another video, but I didn't want to forget that. I really made a drastic change in what I was doing. So we were on the Tazorac. So Acezone, so Cerave, witch hazel, Acezone, Tazorac. So after about 4 to 5 months, which I was seeing some really good results, y'all. Like, again, like I said, don't go by what people are talking about 6 to 8 weeks. No, about 4 to 5 months, I started seeing real results. And so my doctor said, well, let's take it down to Retin, which is tretinoin. And we went to the lower amount, the 0.025. I hope you can see that. You know, I see people do this on YouTube all the time. But yeah, so that's what I'm on now. So I feel like we decided to go to the Retin at this point in time. And again, it's the same active ingredient, which is a retinoid. And we chose to do the Retin, I think, one, to bump down the dosage so that we're not constantly putting so much on my, you know, so much medication in my skin. And then she just felt like the Retin was a better alternative long term. I personally kind of like the results I was getting from the Tazorac, because I do have textured skin, and so I feel like the Tazorac was even helping with that. So I'm due for another dermatology appointment, I think within the next like month, honestly. So I'm gonna touch base with her, and if she thinks it's a good idea to go back to the Tazorac, then that's what we'll do. So that's that, guys. So that's my night routine: Cerave, witch hazel, Acezone, and then either if you're on Tazorac or Retin. And if you have been facing acne for quite some time, those 4 steps are nothing. You know, like, we've all piled a whole bunch of crippity crap on our face, and consistency is key, and then finding the right products. Okay, so in the morning, remember, wash your hands, clean towel, wash your face, clean napkin, and then what I do, my morning routine now is very simple. Now, so when I first initially started about 6 months ago, I was putting Acezone on my face in the morning. So I was washing my face and then Acezone. Now I'm at a place where I don't do any acne medication in the morning. So it's just wash my face and then blot dry, get it dry, and then moisturized. So, okay, this is another very important topic, people. When you are a acne prone combination / oily person with sensitive skin, you have a fear of lotion. Fear. It is a fear. I know. I had it. I can tell you, I probably went years without putting lotion on my face. I'm praying that the skincare I do now is making up for all those years I didn't put lotion on my face. And why lotion is so important, guys, is because lotion creates, obviously you need moisture in your skin. So if you're not moisturizing your skin, what's happening is your body is going to overproduce oil. So I found that when I started moisturizing my skin wasn't as oily. Now, am I ever gonna be dry skin? Probably not, but I probably also won't have to fight wrinkles either, which is great, you know. I'm all for that. So you have to, you know, get over that fear of putting lotion on your face. And the way to get over that fear of putting lotion on your face is to find a moisturizer that actually works for you. So the way to kind of find a moisturizer that works for you is, unfortunately, trial and error. The things that I can tell you that you need to look for is something that's oil free, and then something that has that hyaluronic acid, which is a moisturizer. It helps retain moisture in the skin. So the one that I got, guys, I'll be honest with you, this is not one that you can really find on the market. You can find it, like in the store. You can find it on Amazon. It is expensive. This is like $40. I'm not telling you to go out and buy this. I'm telling you, one time my esthetician, because I was going to a dermatologist, a GYN, and then I was like, I need to start getting facials. Like, y'all, I went in. Like, 2016 was a year I was determined to fix my skin. So I was getting some hydrofacials, which is, I'll do a whole nother video on one of those, and I'll actually, you know, do a vlog maybe and take you guys through that experience. And the hydrofacial is just like this really deep cleansing facial that takes like a suction cup and kind of sucks out your skin, and replenishes it with moisture. And I'm going on a tangent, but I have so many things to tell you guys, because I know you guys are. I understand, like, y'all don't understand, like, and you walk around with those insecurities and you still feel that way, and even when your skin does look better, you still feel like crap. I get it, guys, and I'm so sorry I'm going on a tangent, because I've been there. So anywho, I just get so freaking, because I've been there. I know how it feels, guys. So this is the Hydrofacial Moisturizer. Forgive me, guys. Again, I don't know. I think it's because I had this little light back here. Hold on, let me do this. You know what? I think I'm going to have to turn this little light off so you can see this a little bit better. I don't know if that's going to help. But, so it's called, okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it's Hydrofacial MD Pure Moist Oil Free with hyaluronic acid. So the reason why, you know, again, my esthetician was kind of like, you know, really try this out, because this is, you know, she was like, I'm doing, you know, she works down in Brickell, Miami. So she's doing like some, you know, supermodel girls, all the stuff like that. And I'm not that, but I'm just a girl who got a regular job. And she was like, you know, a lot of people are, you know, saying that they're enjoying this. And I like the hydrofacial itself. So I tried this product, and this is one of my holy grails. Like, I know it's $40. It lasts me a few months. It's one of those things I'm willing to invest in. I would say this. I'm a really big fan of Bare Minerals. So I think they have a moisturizer too. And I think I've even seen a few people discuss it. So even if it's not this, again, you can only get this from an esthetician that is, I guess, a partner with Hydrofacial. I'm sure of that, because I haven't seen it in any stores, and I try to Google it, and I try to even go to the website, and there's not a possibility to buy it. Now, I do see some suppliers selling it on Amazon. So if you want to give it a try, feel free to. But again, I think I would also, you know, suggest that you still look for other products. Again, I would step it up in the moisturizer. I'm not really, you know, certain things I'll do over the counter, but when it comes to moisturizers, I kind of prefer to step it up a little bit, because I'm just more so looking for a quality skincare routine right now. And the Cerave that I use, I mean, my dermatologist suggested it, so highly recommended it so much to where I was like, okay, that's something that I'll be comfortable buying over the counter because, you know, I'm not going to be a fool and buy something that I don't need to. So I did do the Cerave over the counter, but the Hydrofacial Moisturizer and or Bare Minerals or Clinique, I know there's a lot of different really good skincare companies that have moisturizers, but you just definitely have to do a trial and error. But add a moisturizer to your routine for the life of me. I'm telling you, I know you're oily. I know you're sensitive. Don't do anything scented. Do not do anything that has that has any alcohol in it. You know, make sure it's oil free. And then, you know, like I said, Bare Minerals is one that I do want to try personally. So if I ever try that one, I will do another video for you guys. Okay, one more holy grail, and then we'll get on to my GYN. You guys, you're putting all this acne medication on your skin. You're out in the sun. You're doing your daily activities. You need to put on sunscreen. And just like lotion, we have the same adverse reaction to sunscreen because, one, we can't find a sunscreen that doesn't break us out and or make you feel like it's clogging my pores. Well, again, I have a solution. It is a little pricey, guys, but if anything, out of anything that I tell you guys about today, you need to invest in this. This is SkinCeuticals, and they are a really good skin company. And this is their Sheer Moisture UV Defense, SPF 50. So like I was saying, remember, you're putting all these products on, you have to protect your skin because it's going to be sensitive. And then also what you have to realize is that you already have old acne scars. So if you're not putting on sunscreen, all you're doing is darkening those old acne scars. So again, the sunscreen is going to be helpful for protecting your skin while it's healing, and then helping to not make your current acne scars darker. Okay, so in the morning, wash, hydrate, sunscreen. That's it. Like, again, it's about consistency. It's not about piling all of these products on your face, because guess what, Miss or Mr. You know, sensitive, acne-prone skin person, there's just certain things you can't stick to all the trends. You just can't. But what you can do is be consistent. So I'm sorry, I'm looking down because I want to turn my computer back on because it keeps going to sleep. So you guys remember I said I went to the GYN. I did hormone testing, vitamin testing. I did all of this stuff. So what worked? Let me go back. When we did the vitamin testing showed that vitamin B, I don't break down and or my cells don't take it in as well. I don't know if I'm, you know, describing it well, but when you do a blood sample, it's showing the blood and the cells, and there was a excessive amount of vitamin B in my bloodstream, which meant that either I was eating too much vitamin B, which was not the case, or my body's not able to break it down, to dissolve it. So in that, it was perfect. It was kind of like a ha-ha moment. I'm taking multivitamins. Multivitamins have biotin, and you hear about people talk about biotin and how it breaks out. Well, that's probably what's happening. Your body's unable to break down the biotin, and so that's why they tell you to drink all this water. Well, sometimes it's not even about drinking water. It's just the fact that your body is not able to dissolve the vitamin B. So that's a whole nother video as well. But I feel like at one point in time I was taking a multivitamin that was breaking out my skin. So with speaking with my GYN, we did a hormone test. Hormone testing, and surprisingly with that test, my hormones came back balanced. But in any test, when you take it, it's only it's a point in a period in a day. Your hormones change throughout the day. And so at that moment, my hormones are balanced. So my GYN says, you know what, I still have this product that I want to give you. And so this was kind of around the same time my GYN gave me the Acezone and the Tazorac at the time. And so what she did is she gave me this product called DIM. And this is the only brand I can attest to. This is the only one I have. And the reason why I can attest to this is because I was going to show you guys this, and the bottle's empty, because I take this every day. Once a day. It's an easy capsule. It's a natural supplement. And my GYN really suggested this brand because of the way that they, I guess, package the product. You actually get the amount of DIM necessary. And so let's talk about DIM. Okay, so that's why I have my computer right here. So I don't know how to say this word, but it's like dinodilapamethine. You know, I'm gonna put it in the description box because I know I slaughtered that, y'all. Don't even come for me, okay? Like let's just pretend I didn't say that, okay? But it's a big word, and basically it's a food-based compound found in like, you know, like green vegetables, anything like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, anything like that. So it supports hormonal balance. And so in that, it's like basically like getting a super dose of like greens every day. That don't mean stop eating greens, guys. You still need to eat your greens. But this changed my life, y'all. I could tell you within 3 weeks of taking this, on top of fixing the external problem, this started helping the internal problem. This started balancing the hormones. So if you feel like your acne may be more than just, okay, I'm not doing a routine or whatever the case may be, this changed my life. Now, I will be honest with you guys. I see other brands on here. I cannot attest for those. I can only tell you that this one is the one that I was suggested to by my GYN, and this is the only brand that I would tell you to go get. And I've seen other people use other brands, and some people have had different experiences, but I want you guys to do your own research on this too. Like, look at other YouTube tutorials, look at other, you know, Google it. But guys, this changed my life. I promise you that. So instead of me taking all those horrific antibiotics, this is a natural supplement that has helped me. If I would have known to start taking this years ago, guys, I mean, if somebody was doing this for me years ago, I don't know. But anyway, this video is getting really long, and my goal was to keep this video so short, but I had so much information that I wanted to share. So I'm going to get off of here now, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you have any questions, comments, need me to detail some more stuff, there's going to be multiple videos, but I thought all this information was very, very important. So how about you guys, you know, comment below, subscribe. There are going to be more videos, more activities, things of that sort, and I really, really look forward to talking to you guys, getting to know you. Again, it's Janika Nicole, and I really hope you guys have a great day.